Ever just roaming your computer and feel bored out of your mind? Ever wondering if there's anything that you can do? Aren't able to play games on a console, or maybe it's just the fact that the games you want to play on your PC just won't be able to because your PC doesn't have the power to do so. Well, no worries, because you don't have to feel left out. There's plenty of games out there. Maybe you just don't know about them. Maybe you're just not seeing them enough, and I'm here to help you guys with that today. Roaming the internet as a child, I would always find all kinds of games to play. Some of them were hella boring, others were freaking fantastic and were able to keep me occupied for days, weeks, maybe even years to come. And maybe I can help you guys with that too, whether these games are new, whether these games are old. Here are 5 games that you can play on the internet for free. Episode number 1. Ragdoll Avalanche 2. Simple controls, simple graphics, simple objective. Move a ragdoll stickman across the screen and avoid the spikes that are falling on the ground. It may seem a little too boring at first, but if you find somebody to compete with and try to beat their score at this, trust me, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. And it can be addicting because you are going to try to beat your own score, because there is a little guy in the program trying to tease you by telling you that you freaking suck at the game every time you lose. And who doesn't like blood? If you get cut, you're going to see a lot of blood. You might lose an arm, you might lose a leg. Just try not to lose your entire body, because that's basically the objective. Survive as much as you can, and it can be a little addicting. It's a pretty fun game, I'm not gonna lie. Very simple, but very addicting. I remember playing this all the time when I was in middle school. This was years ago, about 10 years ago probably. But yeah, Ragdoll Avalanche 2, simple game, but yeah, enjoyable. Any of you guys like Call of Duty Zombies? Well, if you do, and you think you're good at training, you gotta try Boxhead, the Zombie Wars. It is nothing but endless waves of zombies and other monsters coming at you in large swarms, and you gotta use your training abilities to train around the area and kill all of them off. Some of them have different abilities, such as a devil breathing heavy ass fire, and some just being basic, and some just being able to rush at you. Every time you finish a round, the swarms get only larger and more overwhelming. There is also a defense mode where you gotta defend the barricade while being protected by other machinery as well, such as heavy machine guns and miniguns as well. This game is very basic and very easy to play, and just a good way to test your training and strategy abilities. Also, a lot of fun, I'm not gonna lie. And if you do happen to like this game, there's actually a whole series of Boxhead games that you're able to try out, and they could also be just as enjoyable. Koopas Revenge. This game gives us such an amazing depiction of role reversal, and is perfect for anyone who hates Mario and actually thinks he's the villain in the actual Super Mario series. Koopas Revenge is basically Super Mario, but just with the roles reversed. This time you're playing as the Koopa, and he is actually the protagonist fighting off the evil Mario brothers and his friends. It is topped off with some amazing sprite work, a number of levels to complete, hilarious violence, especially because you're killing the baby versions of the Mario and Wario brothers, and it counts as bonus points. Like, god damn, you get all the power-ups available to you and basic concepts to the original Mario game. One of my favorite things about this is the hilarious quote-unquote story that led to this revenge. Mario ruining Koopa's party and squashing his Goomba friends. Like, why would you do this, Mario? However, I should mention that the game does get challenging with jumps that have to be timed carefully, and how hard it is to avoid some of the enemies. I have to be honest with you guys, I never completed the game. I don't even think I ever got that far. It was that hard for me, I was terrible with the timing. It got to me and I just eventually quit. But regardless, this game is definitely worth trying out, and you will have a lot of fun playing if you're into violence and hate Mario's guts. Stickman Sam Series. This is another game from crazymonkeygames.com that I was always used to play when I had my little free time when I was out of school. I have only played the first 3 games. I don't know if they've made any more after that. I kind of lost touch after the 3rd game. But from what I know, it's a lot of adventure, it's a lot of shooting, and it's just a lot of missions to complete. It's pretty awesome, and it's a very good way to keep yourself occupied. Controls are nothing too difficult, and you are given some human and creature-like enemies to take down. You get access to multiple weapons to have at your disposal for more ways to finish off your enemies. It also requires you to do some thinking as you search for items to complete your assignments and some bosses that are pretty difficult to beat. The dialogue between Sam and his boss, which is just an intercom for some reason, can be pretty humorous, along with some catchy soundtracks playing in the background. The games don't take that long to complete, but it is very entertaining for the time being, and it's another simple game just worth checking out. Super Smash Flash 2. This is hands down one of the greatest games out there right now that is free to play on the internet because of how awesome and how very close it is to the real thing. Believe it or not, Super Smash Flash 2 is not even completed yet, and yet it is one of the best games out there, and it has been at work since as long as I can remember. I remember I was still in elementary school. Think about it. It was still like 2007 and this game was just barely being announced. To this day, it is still being worked on, I'm guessing because it is very difficult to get all the sprites, to get all the animations, to get all the programming in. But even for all the patches that they barely come through right now, it is still very amazing and it feels like a completed game regardless. You get a variety of characters to choose, you have a variety of stages, you get the one player mode, you get to play the classic mode, you get to play stadium modes, you get all kinds of things. There's just so much variety in this game for a game that's supposedly not completed yet. It is amazing what the creator has done with this over the past like decade or so, and it is just a game that I've been following since I was a little kid, and to this day I'm still following it. This is actually awesome because you could play this either online or you could even download the beta version and just play it straight on your desktop. That way you don't have to log onto the internet to have to even play it. The original Super Smash Flash could be just as entertaining as well. However, it was very limited in terms of how much it had, how the controls actually worked, and how much attacks you were actually given. Super Smash Flash 2 is just a huge step up of what its predecessor was, and is a game that will definitely occupy you if you are ever feeling bored, or if you feel like you want to play Super Smash Brothers but you can't because you don't have a Nintendo Switch, you don't have a DS, you don't have a Nintendo 64 to play the original, GameCube to play Melee, anything like that. There's even the multiplayer option just to even be able to play with your friends, and there's even an online mode. This game is freaking insane. You guys are not gonna regret even trying this out if you haven't heard of this yet. Super Smash Bros. 2, definitely one of the greatest games out here today. I had to talk about it with you guys. Hopefully you guys give it a try if you guys haven't already done that. Sorry, I said guys like 5 times, but oh well. You just gotta try it out, you guys. So this was my first episode of 5 games that are free to play on the internet, on your web browser. If you have the time or if you need a game to keep you occupied and stuff like that, totally free to play, a lot of fun. And this is only episode 1, there's definitely more that are going to come your way. But let me know what online games you used to play and how fun was it and what would you recommend to me, because I'm very interested to know. But anyways, huge shout out to, I think this is how you say, MacLeodgaming.com. That's the creator of Super Smash Bros. 2. Amazing project that has been building for about 10 years already. Been following it since it was announced, and to this day I can't wait to see what the finished product will be like. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. Hopefully you guys are gonna find something to keep you guys busy or something to keep you entertained. Maybe your younger brothers or sisters entertained, and I hope you have fun with it. So yeah, like, subscribe, and hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.